I can't even keep a straight face. We're running around. I can't speak English either. We're running around last minute here, guys. But the NEST Grand Finals are now live. It's LGD China versus Invictus Gaming. I'm LD. You know who he is.
I'm Luminous, for those of you guys don't know.
And it's time for game one. This is a best of three. The winner walks away with around 15,000 US dollars. Ain't TI3 money, ain't WPC Ace money, but we get quality Dota.
Good chump change. That's a lot of burgers.
It's a lot of bread. There was quite a thread on the Join Dota forums asking how much bread Toby makes.
Okay. Why bread?
And Toby said he makes at least 2 loaves of bread.
All right.
I guess it's a euphemism for cash.
Are they like hot steaming loaves or like cold, like cold ones? I don't know.
Isn't money money?
I guess so.
As long as it's not like bloodstained or whatever. I don't know.
All money created more like.
Some money is created more than. Not all money is created equally.
Some money are more equal than other.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's some Lumi logic there for sure.
That's Animal Farm, man. That's a good book.
I don't know if that translates to money though. Money is one of those things that money is money.
Money is money. Yeah.
I guess it depends who's holding the money though.
That's true.
If Bill Gates wants to buy something as opposed to some guy who stole all his money, he can do more with it.
Actually, I'm pretty sure the president of the United States
I can't believe we're having this
don't need to pay for shit. Like he walks in his establishment, they just give him the thing for free, right?
Huh?
Yeah. So. Anyways.
That's so.
Let's go back
that
to
is so off. What a way to start this game one. This is actually a great game though. It's LGD China versus Invictus Gaming. You know, Lumi, I mentioned this very briefly heading into the cast, but you go back prior to right after TI2, they had the G1 League Season 4. This was not the big G1 League with the global tournament on the Western Qualifier, just the Chinese event, but your grand finals, your 2 teams heading into the playoffs that were expected to make it to the finals were LGD China, IG. They were playing amazing Dota, basically undefeated through the entire event. IG fell short there, but yeah, these are 2 teams that they haven't really, over the past 6 months, I'd say they've been the most underperforming in China because we expect a lot from them. They haven't delivered, but over the past month or 2, overall, they've stepped things up.
But yesterday I think what you said was Tongfu and VG Gaming are the most improved team.
Most improved. Yeah.
Since the new patch. But, you know, if we look at the tournament final right now, LGD and IG, surprised to see that DK is not in the mix. Obviously, they didn't even make it out of the group stage. So...
Yeah, they got knocked out by Tongfu, it was. And
okay.
And they were in a 3-way tie with Rattlesnake and Tongfu, and they didn't make it out. This is a team that was 18-0 at Ace. What's happened to DK?
So if I have to, you know, we have a quick draft going on, but forget that for now. Like, if I have to ask you to rank the top 3 Chinese teams, DK is kind of lately. That was a tough one, right?
I wasn't a believer in LGD China until yesterday, because yesterday they ran a solo mid Spectre and an offensive try in Pugna. That was the first like really creative thing I've seen them do in a while. I mean, they still pick mostly LGD China heroes. I think they are number 2 right now. I still feel DK should be number 1. They're not playing that way.
Okay.
I guess in terms of who's playing the best right now, I think it's either LGD or Tongfu. And then VG Gaming probably is that top 3 actually.
You're not going to put IG as top 3?
I don't think they've been playing that great, but
okay.
Well, they've been doing well in this tournament. But hey, they won 1 best of 3 in single limb to get here to the and they do well in the group stages. So overall, I do think DK, IG, and probably
DK, LGD. You mean?
I think DK, IG plus one of those other 3 are your top 3. I don't know who I'd say is the 3rd one.
Okay, all right, fair enough. So
okay, well we do have a draft here. We should talk about it. First pick Clockwork. IG quickly reply with the Visage Rubik. LGD trying to get a Crystal Maiden. Carry heroes get banned out by LGD China. IG ban out supports. And then in the second stage, we see LGD China go very typical 4 Protect 1 style of draft with the Gyro, the Bane. So they've got a lot of lockdown here. IG, more of a multi-core lineup. They pick up the YYF Prophet. They go for the 430 Puck, which I'm excited about because we haven't seen him on 430 heroes every game. And I feel like that's a weakness in how IG's been drafting. They've been putting him on
a lot of storms.
Yeah.
Safe lane storms.
And often, like, he doesn't have a good lane matchup. Whereas normally 430 gets a lane he can dominate.
Okay, so what we expect is probably something like a Puck versus Clockwork. Xiaoyi likes to play that mid quite a bit. But if not, if we see a solo mid hero being drafted, Yao most likely going to play that Clock. In terms of the hero synergy or kind of what they do against each other, I like Clockwork quite a bit against Nature's Prophet. But Lifestealer kind of shore things up here for Invictus Gaming. With that said, though, we did see Lifestealer lose quite a bit of game lately.
Yeah, he's been doing very poorly. I think it's more teams' bad execution with the hero. But yeah, it seems like he's lost the past 4 or 5 games in Chinese Dota.
Yeah, I'm actually quite curious in terms of the recent win rate. So I'm going to quickly do a check on Lifestealer.
Yeah, I think he's been a lot more effective in the Western scene than he has in Chinese Dodo. We've seen Navi Alliance. It's like an auto win when they get Lifestealer, even against each other a lot of the time.
So Lifestealer 52% win rate. But if we check out kind of Chinese gaming here, most 2-2 has a victory, but YYF lost with it. Black lost with it. So
yeah, Lifestealer's not been doing that well because you go back a couple of months and this was a hero that could win like I don't know 60% of his games, 55% even.
He was the first pick. You know,
that's the one nice thing though. If you want to go Lifestealer now, is you don't have to take him early.
Sure,
you can take him much later on. They have drafted into a Lifestealer, but I think they've got a good line. Like the only way for LGD China to lock that Lifestealer down, well, there's two ways. One is Hookshot Cogs. The other better way is Fiend Script. But Invictus Gaming have a lot of heroes to cancel a Fiend Script. They have a Blink Silence from Puck later on. They'll have a Rubik Lift available. They'll have Rubik maybe being able to steal Fiend Script and throw it back the other way, and Familiar Stun. So I think Lifestealer struggles when he just gets kited and focused, but LGD China, I think they're going to struggle to successfully kite and lock him down.
Yeah, that's one thing that our Bane player, most likely DD in this case, does very good job at. He knows exactly where he needs to be, and he knows what will stop his Fiend Script. So
he's got to have the amazing positioning he had yesterday.
Yes.
If he has subpar positioning, I think LGD China are going to lose a lot of key fights.
Also, he has a fairly interesting build of not getting Infiba, which, again, very, very good against Lifestealer. It looks like Beastmaster is going to be Xiao 8's hero. So this is a very LGD-esque draft. Some of the more standard hero. And it's going to be a Beastmaster versus Puck mid. And I don't really think this is as favorable for Puck as you imagine.
Yeah, Beastmaster, Puck is that pea shooter auto attack. It got buffed like by 6 damage or 8 damage, it was like a couple of patches ago. And he's serviceable mid, but he's not like a Queen of Pain who can really punish a melee mid. So I do expect we're going to see Xiao 8 do a decent job in this matchup. And generally, he likes to just skip the Hawk and go straight for the Inner Beast, as well as Wild Axis Max. Constantly spam the lane and just look to force his opponent to last hit under tower. So the opponent misses some last hits. You also push their tower a bit, and you make it harder for Puck to leave the lane to go and get runes.
All right, let's quickly introduce our two teams here. This is, by the way, NECC Grand Final, a best-of-3 series between Invictus Gaming and LGD China. Invictus Gaming finally sending 430 mid with Puck. Generally, lately, they've been sending Hao mid quite a bit with his carry heroes. But speaking of Hao, he's going to be on the bot lane playing Lifestealer. I imagine he's going to be joined by Faith on the Visage a little bit later on, as well as Banana. Rubik looks like they're going to go up top and ward quite a bit. And last but not least, it's going to be your Nature Prophet off lane, being handled by YYF.
As for LGD China, they come into this match on quite a big hot streak. They just crushed the opposition yesterday. They really took care of LGD International, and they did the same exact thing to Tongfu. All of those wins were like 20 to 30 minute wins. I think the longest one was 35 minutes. This team has not only been winning, they've been dominant lately. And we have Xiao Tuji on your safe lane Gyrocopter, DDC, your support Crystal Maiden, LGD China. They are led by this man, Director 8, Xiao 8. He'll be playing the Beastmaster. Then that puts DD onto the Bane. As we've been talking about, I feel he is the most important player and hero in this matchup. And that, last but not least, will be Yao on the offlane Clockwork.
All right, so let's quickly look at the item choice on the mid lane. You do see that Beastmaster doesn't actually have that Stout Shield, so he's going to be relying on that 4 base armor quite a bit. Meanwhile, we have a no talisman on Puck and a couple of poor regions, so he should be able to kind of dominate the early, level 1 to level 2. But I feel that once Xiao 8 gets his bottle going, once you have a couple of points into aura, he should be okay in terms of shoring up his farm in the lane.
Yeah, normally what Xiao 8 likes to do in this matchup is he'll just start spamming the axes and push the lane. And within the first wave or two, he gets his bottle. And when you go no talisman build, it works best when you can just kind of out-harass and wear your opponent down. But when the bottle comes out this quickly, which it should for Xiao 8, the no talisman build isn't... I mean, you could still harass him a bit, but he's always going to be able to bottle Crow. He already has the bottle effect, so I think, like you were saying, this matchup on paper, Puck's a ranged hero, he's a good harasser. It's not really as favorable to the Puck as what you would expect.
Yeah, the aura really helps out. When Puck tries to harass a Beastmaster, you have like 3 or 4 creeps on you, and you know.
And they hit hard.
Yeah, they hit faster now with that aura. So
top lane, they're gonna get off of sleep. This is probably our first blood on YYF. It's juggled by Faith, but now Faith will be the victim here. Frostbite comes in. The Treant's actually tanking a decent amount of rocket barrage. He's still alive. One more right click, just enough damage from LGD China. Well, we're missing some visual animations here, but yeah, they got, even with the Treants tanking the rocket barrage, it still did enough damage.
It was a good juggle, but you gotta keep in mind that Visage did get the nerf on the magical resistance early on.
Meanwhile, bottom lane, IG going with the dual lanes.
Oh, Banana.
They do find the solo kill.
What a nice juggle. Banana attacked the creeps, got the tower hit off of him because he will surely die.
Oh, how? He just out, but he walks right back in. He's going to get it canceled immediately. Can Yao punish this? He's got no battery assault, so it's still a salve down, and Banana's almost dead. It's still good to get the Clockwork kill, but that's a very expensive kill.
It's a very expensive kill. Now, I think actually Yao may be advantage in that because he comes back in the lane with full HP, has a ton of regenerative left. And you could kind of look at him. He's like going into the lane like he doesn't really care because you know Faith can't really... Faith, by the way, denies the room, but he is dropping low. A rocket is going to kill him. Does he know? Xiaoyi's pinging him.
He's tangoing up. I don't think the rocket gets him anymore. Yeah, hope let the rocket fly, but it's not going to do enough. He thinks he's going base, and... Actually, this Rubik is rather greedily hanging around. He's got a TP scroll. Honestly, the problem is he's really close to boots, so he doesn't want to deny to neutrals, but he doesn't have the boots yet, so he's got to hoof it back. Meanwhile, what's this courier doing here?
There is a boot coming around. They have the Prophet. It's running past wards.
Well, this is not. This is an awful route to give your... Okay, yeah, they'll reroute the courier. Yeah, fortunately, LGD China do not have a Prophet.
I wonder why Hao bought his boots there. Maybe he was buying it when he was like thinking he was dying earlier.
Well, you're up against Clockwork, who's got mana, and maybe you're worried that Clockwork has a point of battery assault. There's no rage mana. If you go to the side shop, you could end up just dying in Cog's battery assault. So, possibly just worried about that.
Yeah, I think he just sent it to him earlier when it was like, oh shit, I'm under tower, I might die here. So.
Crystal Maiden's gonna pick up a smoke. So looking at the overall like distribution and decision making of these teams, LGD China got the first blood. But they've been jungling this Crystal Maiden a lot. DDC, he's already hit level 3, only 3.5 minutes in. He's getting a good start. DD level 3 as well. They are slowing down their gyro a bit, but these supports are doing quite well. And you look at the IG supports, they're both level 2. They're close to 3 on Banana, but you got to say LGD trying to getting the clear advantage on supports. They got the first blood. Pressure, to me, at least for this moment in the laning stage, is on IG. Meanwhile, they kill off the Prophet top lane. Was keeping an eye on this IG smoke, but did miss the Prophet.
Banana channeled the TP up top and had to cancel it, but looks like they're going to go on Xiaoyi on the mid lane. He does have a magic stick, so that's going to be a big one. Let's see if he gets to use it. Looks like we have a soul assumption is going to fly out as well. Xiaoyi goes down. Magic stick, not doing much there.
No chance there. IG do get the kill. It's a bit delayed, but are you getting the lag, Lumen?
I am getting most of the animation. I'm missing a little bit here as well. So
let's do a screen switch, I guess. I'll try and reconnect, but yeah, in the meantime, I think overall things are looking quite good for IG after that particular engagement. They get the kill on the Beastmaster, they delay his early movement, and that's something they should be very happy with.
Yeah, and Puck getting that early level is very key as well. That means he's going to be a great counter ganker. Gets him a little bit closer to that Blink Dagger as well. And every time that you kill that Beastmaster, you're preventing that level 6, and that means he is not going to be ganking you, so... You know, a very, very good kill here for our IG squad.
For IG, their mid game is all about the Puck. He needs a Blink Dagger for this team to really hit their stride.
All right.
Lumi getting bombarded by his team friends. Having trouble with the keyboard. But, you can just do it inside of Dota, you know. Shift tab. Lumi's a Steam noob, guys. He's a Steam noob.
Man, Dota is the only game I play. I don't own any other Steam game.
I'm a Steam professional. But, yeah, for IG right now, it's good that they get that kill, but to me, their lineup doesn't really hit their stride until a couple things happen. They get level 6 on their supports, and they get a Blink Dagger on the Puck. Before that time, they are going to struggle a bit here to really be effective moving around the map, and I think that's where LGD China can take the fight to them over the next 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, LGD China right now already pressuring the tier 1 up top. They want that level 6 on Gyrocopter, but obviously can't really find that experience. But with the phase boot on top, it's going to be very difficult for any hero to defend this, because if you get Nightmare up, you're probably dead. Gyro struts up to you, Rocket Barrage, and chases you with phase, and that's probably a death.
Director 8 leading the action here for LGD China. He's smoked up, heads right down the river, and this is the Inner Beast build in action. That mid lane's push, so it's less obvious he's gone. Now he goes on Faith, lets the axes fly, gets the kill. Banana could be next in line here. There's a Frostbite available. Those other heroes working on the tower, now they're being forced to dive a bit. They haven't managed to coil DDC. He'll still end up going down, though. Xiaoyi breaks the coil on the way out, and LGD China, in the end, they get a kill, but the big winners will be LGD China here, because they're going to get a tier 1 off of this.
Yeah, IG, Crystal Maiden made a slight mistake, because the Crystal Maiden would have got the kill with the last hit of right click, but he dropped the Nova as well, and that means they had one Nova less. In the actual engagement, it was like a 2-3 engagement. If they had the Nova, I think they get an extra kill with Xiao Tuji as well, DD coming in.
Well, they may not get this tower. In the end, they seem a bit out of ammo, but they are coming back with Reina Basilius. The 1 point in Inner Beast, it still helps you push a lot. IG, no coil to engage here. Tower will start dropping. Xiaoyi can take it a bit, but they do need to juggle the aggro. If anyone gets too low, they'll drop quickly to 430's Puck. The tower's in deny range. It goes to LGD China. And no real trade in sight for IG now.
Yeah,
They're getting farm on the Lifestealer, but there was a hero for LGD farming here as well. Yao just rotated mid, but he was bottom.
Yeah, I like the fact that DD's making the TP to bot as well. He's going to stop the push from the Lifestealer. He's also going to get level 6 off of this, so that's going to be very, very helpful. Meanwhile, the rotation goes back in the mid lane in the form of Yao. He's also going to get level 6, so despite the fact that LGD is actually leading right now, in my opinion, they're not even at their peak yet. They will get there soon when they pick up their level 6s.
Yeah, they're not up huge in terms of the raw stats, but it's where their team comes online, like you said, as soon as they get level 6 on their key heroes. The Bane, the Clockwork, and the Beastmaster. And already they've got and the Gyro, who's almost got his as well. Whereas IG need items to really come online. And the main one they need is the Puck Blink Dagger. You can go for some ganks just by walking in with Infest Bombs, but even they have a level 3 Visage right now. You compare that to the enemy support, it's level 5 Bane, level 4 Crystal Maiden. Visage is the hero that most desperately needs level 6 out of all these supports.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. And it looks like Xiao Tuji's going to go straight into a BKB. He understands that once the BKB is online, that Puck becomes somewhat useless. The coil is going to be, ignored. His burst damage is going to be ignored. So I think when Xiao Tuji gets his BKB, that's when LGD hits their next peak. But a little bit far from now, we're going to see Xiaoyi leading his team to yet another gank. And they're going to try to pick one off. It's going to be YYF. And I think he's very easily killed. Now, the unfortunate thing is they don't really have a high level of Hawk to scout
things out. They're actually tranced in the camp here, and it is daytime. They may well see this gank coming. And Xiaowei says, you know what? We don't need to be sneaky. Let's just bull rush the tower. And I do think they're a bit stronger right now, but not overwhelmingly so. So it's going to come down to initiation here. IG, they don't want to be giving up their safe lane tier 1. That's a very expensive tower to give up. They've got an Infest Bomb here in YYF, but he's been spotted out. He walked near the Rocket Flare, it looks like. Do LGD look to dive this? They have an Observer Ward here. They spotted out Faith. Hookshot. Ooh, that's a kill if Yao lands it. But slightly off the mark. Now they roar. Yep. They're going to go into YYF, but he is packing a Lifestealer. It doesn't matter. Snipe down from range, and LGD, now they've got Fiend's Grip. They can go again.
I think that kind of bait, hiding the Lifestealer inside your Prophet, is always good, but not against a Bane, because a Bane has so much single target lockdown that kind of bait just doesn't work. So we saw the quick kill against YYF, and they're not backing off.
And LGD China, we saw a lot of Fort Protect from them at Fort Protect 1 from them at TI3, but this is really what we saw from them after TI2, was the map control, the early aggression, constant pressure lineup. They were very predictable about it, but also very effective with it. So they keep the pressure up now, and IG, they're really going to struggle to fight Lumi. There's a lot more AoE on LGD China right now. IG are really built around the Lifestealer bomb and the immediate Puck pickoff, whereas LGD, they can harass you from range. They also, having Gyrocopter means they have the clear AoE advantage in any team fight. I
think LGD have to back off soon, though, and it seems like they are backing off for now, because IG is doing a very good job defending that bot tower with the AoE, and then you have Prophet pushing mid, so that staved off the offense coming out from LGD China.
Oh, look at this. Aggression matched by aggression. IG immediately smoked towards mid.
I'm not sure whether that smoke was detected by any of the Observer Wards, but let's see. I don't think...
they did it, near their tower, so okay. I'm pretty sure it was not seen.
Oh, they're going to run into the Beastmaster. Beastmaster, though, very, very tanky as a
hero.
hero.
In 1 second. He's got mana for it in 1 second. He's going to let it fly soon. He roars the Lifestealer. Can they focus him down? Hook shot in. Call down's going to drive 4 away, and Xiao Tuji clean up in aisle 3. That's going to be 3 down. It could well be 4. The Prophet TPs and 1 more right-click. Banana falls. That's basically a triple for him. But no TP. This is still the death of both. It's going to be a team wipe. Lifestealer on the run. Triple kill for Xiao Tuji. And LGD China are just running the car all over IG's face.
So normally we see Beastmaster Roar as a great single target lockdown. Let's not forget about the push aside ability. It's applying a huge amount of slow on any hero that's not being targeted. And we saw the support hero being shoved aside right into that call down. So great utility usage of that Beastmaster Roar, and that allows Xiao Tuji to pick up that triple. And now the gold graph is just not even close at this point. It's taking a little bit of time to update at 3,000 gold lead, but also creep waves being farmed up on LGD while the IG heroes are, well, respawning in the fountain.
They still don't even have level 6 on Visage. We're 11 minutes in. Bane is level 8. Brain Sap takes away, even half of the Lifestealers. Well, not half, but a third of it. I mean, this Bane is going to be doing more work than some carry heroes in this game, and LGD China haven't even hit their real 5-man strength yet. The BKB is on the way that you mentioned. Once they get that, IG have no way to deal with Gyro aside from running away or just picking him off in a 4 or 5-on-1. But in a team fight, he was already... that was the worst possible way for IG to fight. They smoked and they did it blind, having no vision up the hill. They ran into the low ground in the middle of the river, and they wanted to try and wrap around and maybe backstab somebody defending the tier 1 bottom, but it was just like the worst possible angle to get attacked from. And Gyro coming down like from this direction right as somebody got roared. It was just an awful way to engage. The angle just wasn't right.
Well, right now, Xiao2G and the rest of their team trying to find the correct angle. Smoked up. Beastmaster's like constantly smoke up for a gank. He's going to go into the tower range, breaks the smoke. Rocket Flare is going to find Hao though, and Hao forced to fight here. He's going to get grip, and there's no backup whatsoever for him. He's going to just get murdered. Beastmaster going to follow through. There's a ton of chain stun. Yep, and
they're not even helping him. They're like he's dead. And I actually like that from IG, because if they go to defend there, then they lose another huge team fight. They lose 4 or 5, but instead, this way, they lose the lifestealer, but they may at least damage the tier 1 in return.
Well, they did, at the very least, draw a glyph, which, you know, it's small victories here and there.
Here comes Yao, hookshot on in, right through the puck, onto the Rubik. That's a beautiful initiation. Banana throws him outside of the cogs. He's playing it right, but he's just too squishy. He's going to go down regardless. And now IG are really relegated to the split push. They will have a Blink Dagger online soon for 430. His silence isn't even maxed, though. He's only level 8, so their burst damage is a bit lacking. I think if you're IG, you need to be focusing on the pickoff and the split push. If you ever had a time to team fight, that window is closed for now.
I mean, pickoff is nice. It's a a good term to say, hey, that's how we come back. But if you look at how LG China's hero, they are so tanky. They're highly level. Bane's got a strength threat. He's got an ogre club. How do you pick off a support hero that's more level than like half your team? It's tough. And obviously LG China is also marching us 4 or 5, pushing. And the only person that's split pushing is Xiao2G, who's close to that BKB. It's hard to get pick off against this team.
That Bane has more health than the enemy lifestealer.
Oh.
He's got 1270 HP. You can't kill him. That means he gets to get off multiple sleeps at a team fight. At some point, he'll start leveling in Feeble. In fact, I think he should do it now. You really don't need to max Nightmare.
Like he likes to max the Nightmare. He likes to get stats.
The only thing is it is very mana intensive. So in Feeble, something you want to be spamming a lot in fights, and ultimately, if you don't go Arcane Boots, if you go for this tank build, you are a bit mana lacking, I guess you could say.
I mean, Fiend's Grip does give you mana when you're sapping on people, so there's that. One thing I do want to point out that as we're talking about, ganking the Bane, is that Bane is deceptively tanky. He has that 6 base armor right now, and now gets to 9 because of he's next to a Rip Basilius. He also will be brain sapping for pair 300, so effectively his HP is like 1700, I want to say.
Yeah, it's absolutely absurd, and that's even assuming you get to hit him, which is unlikely considering how much other counter initiation lockdown they have. It will be the first unveiling of the Blink Dagger. I don't know if they can actually fight into this Lumi. There's a BKB on Rabbit. There's a mech on Xiao 8. I feel going in here is just suicide. Like even if you get the perfect 5-man coil silence. Shot over the top. Phase shift dodged by 430, but now he's forced to run away. They're gonna lose Tong Fu's Banana here, or sorry, IG Banana, and always get confused by that. And they'll also defend bottom as well. So they're taking and they're giving up nothing.
Yeah, I just really, I mean, you're saying that LG China has been playing impressive lately. I've not seen them play this impressively since like Alien Cup Grand Final against Na'Vi, which they still lost a series, but that was a good tournament for LG China. We're seeing some of that right now where they are just so efficient with their gank, and they don't have to rely on that late game. They're not relying on Magnuses. They're just the one that's, pushing. They're the one that's doing the aggression.
I know a lot of people started to kind of hate watching LGD China games back in, from that July through TI3 period, because they literally ran the one draft. It was almost always the Alk for Sylar, maybe an Anti-Mage, a pure 4 Protect 1. You'd see Xiao 8 going mid as a very, a tempo controller, but they were always passive. Now they're being aggressive. DD, defensive sleep. There's a roar on Hao, and this is just not working. The grip comes out. He's going to be stealing some mana here from my way up. Still alive for the time being. The brain set, they just can't kill this damn Bane. DD is balling out of control, and 4 heroes have fallen mid.
I'm telling you.
This is a 1400 health Bane.
GG.
GG. They couldn't even kill the damn Bane.
Deceptively tanky.
Ballin'. Absolutely. I said he was the key hero. I did not expect him to play this well. What a beast. 6-0 and 5, he ends the game.
I still don't think you should skip Enfeeble, but he makes a damn good case of it right here.
Yeah, IG took some really bad engagements. I mean, as much as we're saying LGD China's praises, that smoke gank where they tried to go in the river up ramps without vision, you don't do that unless you know where enemy heroes are. If you do it, then you're just rolling the dice. I hope they don't see me. I hope they're not waiting up the hill, but LGD China, they might be back, Lumi. They used to be the top dogs in China. This was a team that went undefeated at TI2 through the group stage.
They are now. They are definitely the top dog. I think this game convincingly has said that maybe they are definitely one of the top 2 teams, if not the top team. I don't know.
And I think the biggest difference for me is just their support plays. The individual play's been better. Positioning,
Yes.
playmaking ability. IG used to be the team that was known for their playmaking supports. From Chuan as well as Faith.
Yep.
But lately, LGD is on the rise.
Tron no more.
Rest in pieces, Chuan. Oh, the Burden's doing a lot better than the accusing one. I don't know.
The acquisition.
No, I was going to say like the accusator, but that's not a word. All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break. That was game 1 of a best of 3. LGD China, they're now 1 win away from being your NEST Grand Finals champion. Stay tuned.